just a friendly reminder, don't use the Wi-Fi.
Get your butts off the Wi-Fi. Turn your Wi-Fi off. Turn it off.
And the judges.
Everybody get off.
Welcome, everybody. We are here live. It's April 18th, round number 2 of Oregon SDC.
We are live.
We are live. It's going to be an exciting day. We've got a good set of competition. Earlier, I overheard Jake saying that everyone's just getting really good now, so competition's just going to be that much more difficult.
It is true. Everyone is ripping.
So today we've got Logan on the mic. He's going to be doing his thing.
What up?
We've got a minus Ben today, so hopefully everything's all good and well. Doing all that fun stuff.
Super deep.
Anyway, today should be a fun competition. If you've got questions in chat, throw them up in chat. Like the chat, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Logan, are you excited today?
I'm so excited. It's round 2. I love doing comps. It's been a month since we've been out here comping, so it's going to be fun.
You should go get some opening comments from Pat, because this is like
Let's go see how Pat's feeling.
Yeah.
We're going to check in with Pat real quick. Pat, this is your first qualifying attempt ever in an SDC round, and we happen to pick you first. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm calm.
He's going to rip. He's driving the wife's Corvette. So if he does bad, it'll just make her look bad, not him.
Oh, no, don't say that. Pat, you're right behind the pole.
That's strategic. That's strategic. All right, so Pat's going to get ready to rip a couple laps here for qualifying. We got, what, how many drivers today? 16, 17 drivers today. It's the boy Pat, photographer extraordinaire, Bronco driver. I already said that.
He's a really good professional photographer.
Very good.
Okay, I'm also trying camera sounds today, so that's what some of the echo might be. Maybe.
Getting our judges organized here. Looks like the judges are ready to go. All 3 of them. All righty. Pat, on the tone, you're welcome to take a lap. All right. Pat got into the wall a little bit on his first one, but he still got another attempt. Just keep it easy, keep it smooth. Get some points on the board. Judges, let me know when you're ready. working some technical difficulties out. Looks like the first score was indeed a 0. So we'll give it another shot as soon as my judges are ready. Judges ready? All right, Pat. On the tone, lap 2. Oh, no. It was going to be a decent lap, but right on, we got a little gotcha zone right on the finish line, and I think you got... That will be a 0, but a good effort from Pat. Almost got one down. Not bad for the first timer. Yeah, you're welcome to take your car back to your pit. Just don't change anything. Fix it all. Take it all apart. Good job, buddy. All right, next up we're going to have Taylor. Definitely one of our contenders for winning here today, I would say. So as soon as my judges are ready. All right. On the tone, take your first lap. All right, that's going to be looks like another one down on that teardrop wall back there with the curb. Yeah. Score is going to be a 0, and we'll move on to the second lap. You got another shot. Judges ready? All right, on the tone, lap 2. Nicely done. Very nice adjustment on that wall. Very good, nice looking lap. Let's see what the judges think. Score is a 76. That will put her in the TQ position. By the way, that was 75. Never mind. That was Pat. You were TQ regardless of whether or not you double zeroed. You were TQ for a second.
Hey,
right now you're in second place, dude.
Logan, just for the crowd that's watching, can you explain the judges? Who's judging what?
Oh, I don't even know that. I'm pretty sure we got Cameron on style, we got Judd on line, and Kayla on angle. So if you're watching the stream, you're going to see these little rectangles throughout the track. Those are line only. So there's no angle requirement there. Obviously you have to be drifting, but they're mostly only judged by Judd on the line. So next up we're going to have Alejandro, number 3. He's going to do his first lap. Judges ready? Judges are ready. All right, Alejandro on the tone. Very nice run. Looking pretty good. I think he's got a little meat on the bones, but that's going to be a solid score. Yeah. Yeah, got ran over that tee a little bit. That's going to be a 59. All right. So we will do lap 2. Judges, are you ready? All right, Alejandro, lap 2 on the tone. All right, Alejandro's going to stick with his first score of a 59. That will put him into second place. Next up, we're going to have James. So you know you got a heater coming. Driving the big body. The Mondo. Mirai Drift. Teamed up with Phil on this paint scheme. Always expect a good lap out of James. All right, judges ready? James on the tone, take lap 1. All right, pretty decent lap. That looked like a little bit of contact coming in the teardrop. So he will get another opportunity to put that down.
For the love of
Judges
drift,
ready?
Crossing lines, 2 lines out, or 2 wheels out. That's the rule that we're following. And yes, Miku.
That is going to be 0 for James on his first lap. All right. Lap 2 on the tone. Did a very nice job cleaning that up. Kept her off the wall. Got real deep in that zone. Looked like a pretty good lap to me. With the 75, James goes to second place, tied with Taylor. Next up, we will have Mr. Eric.
So something interesting to notice here, we're starting to see...
Hold on.
Oh, sorry guys.
No.
I just read that. Sorry, RC Drift IO. We're starting to see different metal colors come up on the titles. So we're
Yeah.
starting to get some people that are ranking nationally right now.
Yes, we are. All right. Eric's going to be up. He's going to take his first lap. Judges ready? On the tone, Eric. All right, Eric had a little mishap in turn one. He's going to tuck that one away and give it another shot. We'll wait for the score to come in officially. Does look like it's going to be 0. All right. One more shot. Get a good lap on the tone. All right, that'll be Eric's second lap. Had a good one going and just lost it a little bit in the sweeper.
Ken's in chat.
Hi, Ken. Where are you, Ken? Why aren't you here, Ken?
Ken's not here.
Why isn't Ken here?
Why isn't Ken here? Ken says his car's in the shop getting a wrap.
Oh, no. So that will be another 0 for Eric, unfortunately. Next up, we're going to have Carrie Kwan, all the way from Vancouver Island, driving for Hecotech. And I'm going to hand this off to Jake so I can get ready.
Alrighty, judges ready. All right, Carrie, wait for the tone. Oh, yeah. Beautiful run by Carrie.
Hey, DJ, you've got a kickflip request.
Uh-oh. Come on, DJ. Where you at? Get out here. Get out here. Nope. DJ's locked in. All right. The judges are ready.
I don't think.
Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. We got a score for Carrie. 64. Good job, Carrie. All right. The judges are ready. All right, Carrie. Second run. Wait for the tone. All right. Fresh Goods Carrie putting down another good run, but unfortunately tapped the wall. So wait for the judges to determine how they're going to score that one. Looks like he's going to stick with the original score of 64. Good job, Carrie. Thanks for coming down, buddy. Good to see you. Timeout. We're taking a timeout. So we're going to go ahead and pause the stream. Everyone just sit there and wait. This is a TV technical timeout, I guess. So I'm just
Jake,
gonna sit here and talk.
I can't pause the stream.
It's a joke, Adam. I know. Just run some replays.
Although
Go to commercial. Commercials.
Hey, DJ, after your run, we do need to click kick.
DJ's locked in.
Yeah, I
DJ's
know.
locked in. He's got headphones in. He's in the zone.
Dude, did you see his kicks?
Don't worry
He's
about
got
DJ.
some red and black Nikes on.
Yeah. DJ's our Mr. Overdose driver here, so he's matching from head to toe. He's got the Overdose jersey on, black and red Nikes. Jordans? Yeah, Jordans, all right. Gorgeous new JZX 100.
Wait, why isn't the overview board updating? Are the judges talking about something?
Yeah, I think the judges are reviewing something.
Okay.
So we're going to wait for that. But in the meantime, we'll just hang out and chat.
Jake, how's it feel to be number 1 ranked in RC Drift IO?
Hey, for today, it could change. You never know. All right, there's a lot of really good drivers here, and this is a kind of a difficult layout as far as zones go. So
For the few laps that I drove, it felt pretty smooth though. Like,
yeah, I mean it's definitely smooth, but some of them are a little bit, they're risky zones, like the little boxes, especially the right before the finish line. As we've seen, a few people get zeros right there at the end.
Gotcha. Stream, if you're seeing some glitches on the stream today, it's no one's fault in the room today. I forgot my main stream board, so yeah, you're seeing that.
Whoops.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Yeah, one more time. We got DJ Moore, sponsored by Overdose,
Yeah,
and Macklin. Sorry.
Overdose?
Sorry. Overdose and Macklin. Okay, it looks like the judges are ready. So on the tone, DJ, go ahead and send down a killer lap. Oh, beautiful run. Beautiful run. Look at that finish. Man, we're close to the wall. All right, let's see what the judges are going to give him for a score here. Like he's at 75. All
Got it.
right, three-way tie right now. We'll see if he can beat that in the second run. Okay, the judges are ready. Wait a second here. All right, judges are ready. DJ, when you're ready on the tone. 2. Dang, DJ putting it down again. Another heater. DJ is incredibly smooth. Let's see what the judges are going to give him for points here. Woo, 81, bumping him up to TQ so
It's a new
far.
lap record.
Wow, great job, DJ. Beautiful run. You got that kick flip. Where's the board? Here we go. Zoom in. Oh no. Oh. First try. All right, up next. Oh, we're giving an extra 5 points for the kickflip. No, we're not doing that. That's a joke. Up next, though, we got Logan, sponsored by Yokomo, AccuVans, and 1UP Racing.
Mr. Hot Dog himself.
Mr. Hot Dog himself. Catch him on the podcast every Thursday. Come say hi. Ask him what he's drinking. All right, when the judges are ready, we're going to go ahead and send Logan for his first run. On the tone. Yeah, good job, Logan. All right, got a little bit of room for improvement, but solid first run. Let's wait and see what the judges are going to give him some points.
That was weird.
Looks like
60.
giving him a 60. I don't know why that glitched out. All right, Logan got a 60 on his first run. Let's see if he can better that on his run number 2. All right, judges are ready, on the tone. One very aggressive run. Super close to finish there, right on the line. Beautiful. Let's wait and see what the judges are going to reward him for round 2 or run number 2. Looks like he's going to get a 58, so he's going to stick with his first score of 60. Not bad, not a bad run. All right, up next we got Alex. I don't know who Alan is.
Dude, Jake, that
Alex. Alex is now Alan.
Alan
Alex is driving a Shibata GRK 5R, representing Team Midnight Suns. All right, are the judges ready? All right, Alex, on the tone. Look at that finish. Dang. Threw a little angle to keep it off the wall. Had a little style. Let's see what the judges are going to reward him with.
Judd,
It's
give
like
me
a
more time.
47. 47 for run number 1. Adam is yelling at Judd for being too fast, I guess. I don't know. What's going on? Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and send it for run number 2 and see if we can better that score. All right, judges are ready. Wait for the tone. Oh, good job. Another beautiful run by Alex. We'll see what the judges are going to reward him with. Looks like he got a 9. I think it was probably that wall bump right out of zone number 1. So he'll stick with his 47 original score. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it back to Logan because I got to get ready for my run.
Yo, shout out to DJ for the 81 killer run. I had to go after him. I was like, oh, shoot. Next up, we're going to have Monochrome Mitch, Team PDX driver.
And Team
All
Goat.
black. All black everything. Except for the chrome. Except for all the little things that aren't black. Monochrome Mitch. All right. He's going to do lap 1 if the judges are ready. Are the judges ready? All right, on the tone, Mitch. All right, that's a good lap for Mitch. Put his wing in the tree on the way back. Let's see what he gets. Team Ghost driver as well. 52. All right, now you can send it, bud. Judges are ready for lap 2. Judges are ready. All right, on the tone. Little wall bump right at the end, but he's got one in the bank, so it's not going to be a big deal.
It looks to me like he's just got a lot of speed going on there. Down the back straight, it's pretty incredible.
Fast.
Cray.
Up next, we are going to have Chris Clayson driving for Shibata and Accuvance and Team PDX. Costa Rica.
Is there something we should know about Costa Rica?
Chris is half Costa Rican now.
Yeah.
He flew from Costa Rica just to do this event. How crazy is that? And he's flying back. Doesn't make any sense. All right, Chris is going to take his first lap. He's going to do a sick burnout right off the line. Judges are ready. On the tone. All right, that's a complete lap for Chris. Let's see what the judges think. That's going to be a 54. One on the board. Now you can send it. All right, are the judges ready? Judges are ready. Chris, lap 2 on the tone. All right, Chris gets through lap 2 with a little bit of a wall bump. Probably sticking with that 54, which has him in 7th place at the moment. Your top 5 is DJ Moore, Taylor Castlin, James Andreasen, Carrie Quana, and myself. We're going to have Mr. Jake Daughter himself up next. Driving for Rev D, One Up Racing, Team PDX, Manji. All right, are my judges ready? Judges are ready. Jake's going to take lap 1 on the tone. That's a pretty good run for lap 1. Definitely got a good score in the bank. He's going to be able to really go for it on this one. See what the judges thought about that. That'll put him into second place with a 76. Which is clear of the 75 bottleneck we have. All right. 3. All right, so we're going to go for Jake's second lap here. Permission to send on the tone. All right, that's lap 2. Done and dusted. Where's he going to end up? '71, so that'll keep him in second. And I just saw DJ pump his fist a little bit.
I'm safe.
DJ's looking pretty good. We got some heavy hitters still coming up, though.
Hey, why is it so quiet?
Yeah. So we got Philip Lee up next. Another Mirai drift. Big boy. Lab coat and the cookies.
No.
All right, we got the Nickelback going. Why is my playlist on your phone? All right. Philip Lee's going to take his first lap. Are the judges ready? Looks like the judges are ready. All right, Phil, on the tone.
Thanks, Ken. That is correct.
Phil had a little bit of contact going into the final turn, but I know he'll be able to get another run down. Just embrace the Nickelback, Phil. All right. So that will be... Oh, that looks like that was a 13 for Phil's first run, so better than nothing. All right. Phil's second lap coming up. Judges ready? Judges are ready. On the tone, Phil. Phil gets a clean one. Stones or lava? No, that's good. Good job by Phil to get one down there. That's going to be a 61, putting him into 6th place. Excellent driving by Phil to when the pressure's on.
Random question for chat. When the runs are going through, when the cars are going through, are you able to hear the track music? Let me know.
PDX driver. Kenny's going to throw down a heater. All right, this will be Kenny's lap 1. Who's out of here? Jake's just got kicked out. I'll take that. Seconded. I seconded it, yeah. Kick him out. All right. Judges are ready. Kenny's ready. All right, on the tone. All right, Kenny gets through. Touching stuff with his wing the whole way through. Blame it on the Creed.
He says blame it on
It's going to be a 70 for Kenny's first run. Heater. All right, TQ spot's wide open. You got to send that. You got about 11 points you got to make up.
You're very right, Ken. You're hearing Creed.
Huh? Yeah. No. All right. No walls, Kenny. No walls. All right,
no
judges
whammies.
are ready.
No whammies.
Lap 2 for Kenny. On the tone. All right. Another clean lap. I don't think that's going to change his score too much, but we will see. Yeah, 54 on the second one. Good runs, Kenny. So next up, we will have Austin Carson, sole proprietor of Full Send Voltage. If you need any charging leads, and hit them up. Full Send Voltage.
They're pretty cool. They're custom sleeve.
Yeah, custom colors, custom cables. However you want them, he'll make them. Rocking the Kaiju livery. Shout to Poria. All right, judges ready? Austin, lap 1 on the tone. All right. Nicely done for Austin. Clean lap. It's going to be a 60 for a first run. Once again, points on the board. Now you can send it. Judges ready? All right. Lap 2 for Austin. A little touch on the wall right at the end there, unfortunately. He's going to sit on that 60. As indeed the case. All right. 2 drivers left. Up first, Vitali. Booga. Driver for Team Ghost, Team PDX, and Yokomo. My job. All right. Judges ready? 2 more. Judges ready? All right. Vitali, lap 1 on the tone. All right. Put down a solid lap for lap 1. Check out the score. 73. So that bumps him up to 5th place right off the bat. Now he's got the wide open floor. All right. Judges ready? Lap 2, Vitali on the tone. Car died. Lipos on the 2nd lap. You got a 73, brother. You're chilling. All right, so he'll sit on the 73. That'll keep him in 5th place for now because we got Mr. Brian up next. Another Hecotech driver out of Vancouver Island. Fresh Goods team. Appreciate these dudes coming down to drive with us, even though we just saw them last weekend. No big deal, you're just going last. All right, judges ready? Brian, lap 1 on the tone. Got a little hairy back there on the last turn. See if he can save it. Going to be a 30 for lap 1. A little bit to clean up there. Still got another lap to do it. Lap 2. Judges ready? On the tone. All right. Brian kept it clean on that one. He's going to get a score here. See what it's going to be. Comes in with a 61, putting him into 8th place. Nice. Congrats to Brian. So that will conclude qualifying for round 2 of SDC Oregon. You got shout out to DJ Moore TQ for Team Overdose and winning by 5 points over Jake Daughter, Team Rev D. And in 3rd place, you have Taylor Castleton with 75. Good job, everybody.
So are we just doing a battery change and then on to tandem battles?
It's up to Mr. Judd.
Go at 4?
All right. We will be back to battles at 4 p.m. Everybody can go eat.
Yeah. I'll just leave the live stream on, and I'll probably do some car following and whatnot.
Following, maybe some interviews.
Yeah, we could do interviews. That'd be fun. Although, well, I mean, we can point the camera somewhere, huh?
Yeah.
And that microphone works too, so.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it right now, but
Oh, no,
maybe in a little bit.
for sure, for sure. So for the love of drift, basically all 17 drivers, since there's only 17, we let everyone drive here, even in top 16. Well, there's just an extra buy run, basically. So pretty straightforward. We let everybody drive. Our competitions don't take very long at all, so there's no reason not to. But yeah, as far as you heard, we're going to be doing tandem battles at 4 p.m. So we've got just over a little bit of a half hour, and we'll start up again. All right, you guys. It's 1 minute to 4. They haven't said track is closed yet, so keep on going. I guess they'll get in here when they get in here. I don't know yet. Track is closed. Change your batteries, get them charged, change your batteries, double check them. Make sure that we don't have any Vitali incidents today. Don't worry, Vitali, it's happened to me before too.
How close I was. But you know what? The battery felt really nice though.
Halfway dead.
Yeah.
Right on. Here, you can hand me my radio. Other one. Yeah. The oil boys just got their food. They don't know what they're gonna do. This smells fantastic. Wait.
Oh, wait, this one here is switches. I think so. Here's switches. Wait. Oh, no, wait, no. One of those is red meat, the other one is spicy garlic. So, check out the broth. That, I think that was like Mexican. This one right here.
That looks like Mitch's.
Yeah, it's like extra red, but it has the toppings in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I didn't get. Oh, yeah.
So apparently the oil boys went to Matsunaki Ramen.
We didn't go. We got
The real question is noodles delivered a safe thing to do or is it a bad thing? Noodles to go.
that's how they're doing it. Yeah, absolutely. But they're fucking I have to figure it out. Because this one right here, I know it's fine.
Eric, you might be waiting a while. Right. Might as well talk to you right now. No. So, round 2, how are you feeling so far?
Not great.
Oh, come on.
0, you know.
I've seen people come back from double zeros, though.
No, I mean, it's like my first year SDC comp, so still learning. So
Are you going to go down this year?
we'll see how the rest of the season goes. See if it's worth it or not.
I don't even compete. It's worth it. I just take pictures and talk to people and be super nosy. It's worth it.
That may be a part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So you're rocking a different body this year or this competition. Why the change?
You know, I have ADHD and I don't like driving the same thing over and over again. And so instead of buying a whole new car, I just changed the body.
Is this one a lot lighter? I heard the canopy.
Quite a bit lighter than the Chaser body I had. So no lights and stuff. So there's like it's just no weight.
What chassis are you driving this year?
The Rev D, Beast Mode, RDX.
Right on. Are you intimidated by the pink Barbie Corvette?
Oh, for sure, 100%. It drives so good, especially when his wife drives.
Ooh, Pat, did you hear that? Especially when your wife drives it.
It's definitely fun.
So, Pat, this is the first competition? Yeah. So, how do you feel being in a bigger competition?
Very underqualified, but having fun.
That's okay. It's just the fun part that's important. We've got an interesting lineup today. DJ getting our TQ spot. He has the bye run. Then our first roundup here is going to be Eric versus Pat. Oh, here comes TQ walking right behind me. Hey, it's a good thing. Just a friendly reminder, double check your Wi-Fi, make sure it's turned off, please and thank you. We've had 749 dropped frames. That's actually not.
That was a good pull.
Like it's when we see like tens of thousands and like it's just chugging.
You didn't see that at the expo?
I mean, it's huge, you know, we're not good texture yet.
They have good texture. Spitfire melon.
Right for like an hour?
It's muted. It's on mute, Jake. Press the mute button. The only button that's there, Jake.
We good? That's how. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. I thought you muted it, Adam. I'm sorry. All right. Who do we got? Pat and Eric. Pat, is that your car? Pat, is that your car with your wife's body? Cool. I love it. Doing it for Ronnie. Hell yeah. All right, Pat's got a brand new, beautiful Corvette from his wife. He's borrowing it from her. And Eric's got this gorgeous 180SX that James painted up for him. Pat's leading. Eric's going to chase. Judges are ready. Drivers are ready. All right, guys, on the tone. Uh-oh, hang on. Technical difficulty on the tone. Sorry about that.
People like that will steal your dog and leave it upstairs.
Is the music okay? You want it quieter, louder? Good? All right. Just making sure. Keep our drivers happy around here. You good? Oh, still waiting? All right. Sorry, stream. The Start Tone app is having a little technical difficulty. All right. We are good. All right. Drivers are ready. Judges are ready. On the tone. All right. Eric's having a good chase here. Pat's nice outside line, running it. Eric's closing the gap. Filling the zones very nicely. Here we go. Second sweeper, big entry. Beautiful outside line by Pat. Perfect touch and go. Eric's coming up, trying to close the gap. Here we go, Pat filling the zone perfect. Here we go, chucking it in. Oh. Dang, just barely touches the wall. It's all right. It's all right. Shake it off. Here we go. Switch them up. Eric's in the lead. Pat's in the chase. Here we go. On the tone. See what Eric can do here. Chucks it in. Pat's coming up, trying to close the gap. Eric's going for the outside line, run the wall. Coming down the straight. Big entry here. Here we go. Oh, soft. Plays it safe. Gets a little loose. Fills that nicely. Coming around here. Big zone. Ooh. See if he gets it. Nice, right on the wall, filling the zone perfectly. Pat's hanging on. Oh no, right before the finish line, touches the wall. That zone is going to be a doozy for everyone today. We'll see how the judges judge this one. I'm going to hand it off to Logan because I'm going to go eat.
How you feeling about that one, Pat?
That's all right.
Man of many words. Eric feels the same way. He's saying don't ask him. Judges are deliberating. We got a winner. Oh, looks like we got an OMT. OMT.
First round.
First round OMT. Once again, shout out to Pat. It's his first time in the SDC round. Eric's a veteran. Drivers ready? Judges ready? On the tone. All right, out the gate, we got Pat in the lead. Coming up short on zone 1 a little bit. Getting a little taste of zone 2. Eric chasing right where he needs to be. Looking good on the sweeper as we come down the back straight. A little bit of hesitation, it looked like, from Pat there. Getting a little piece of that touch and go. Eric staying right where he needs to be. Trying not to go too deep there. Coming in the last turn. Pat touches that and touches the final. Not a bad run. See how it goes the other way. Drivers ready? Judges ready? On the tone. All right, this time we got Eric in the lead, Pat in the chase. Throws it into zone 1, gets about midway. Much nicer in zone 2, coming through the sweeper. Pat's lagging behind a little bit. Eric's got a nice line through the sweeper going down the back straight. Coming into the second sweeper. Oh, looked like Pat got into the wall a little bit in the chase. Eric drawing a nice little arc on this final teardrop turn, getting real deep into the penultimate outer zone. Another wall hit from Pat. Eric coming through across the line. Looks clean for Eric. All right, Eric's going to get the win on that one. Big shout out to Pat. Congrats on your first event. Pat's been out here grinding with us for a little bit. Always nice to see everybody take that step to the first comp. All right. So our next battle looks like it's going to be your top qualifier, DJ Moore, Overdose, Team Weld, and Macklin Racing in the Chaser. And Eric will give him his best. Even in these battles, we've got a lot of good drivers here, so this is no give me for either driver. Anything could happen. It's drifting. Huh?
I didn't make this play.
Okay, DJ will lead as he is the top qualifier. Eric will chase. DJ, a Team PDX driver. Are the judges ready? Looks like the judges are ready. Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, DJ out the gate, throws it into the first wall, stays clean. About a midline through that first zone. A little bit deeper in the second, coming into the sweeper. Eric's in a really nice place right here. Good proximity, good angle match. DJ looking good through the sweeper, into the second sweeper. Gets a piece of that zone. A little bit of a momentum shift there. DJ's drawing a nice line around that teardrop. Coming in the final turn, gets a piece of that box, running it all the way against the wall and over the box for the across the line. Nice lead run from DJ there. And we'll flip it. We got Eric in the lead, DJ in the chase. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, let's see what Eric can do here. Throwing it in the first zone. Gets a good piece of it. I think it was a little bit of a hesitation on the initiation there, but we'll see. Coming through the sweeper. Drawing a nice arc on the sweeper. DJ lacking a little bit of pace on that. Catches back up in the back straight, coming in hot into the second sweeper. DJ right on the door, coming into the teardrop, looking nice. Eric drawing a great line, getting out into that outer zone. Missing that box a little bit as they come across the finish line. I think Eric was a little shallow in that last turn, but let's see what happens. DJ gets the win. What do we think about that one, chat? All right. Next battle, going to be Brian, Mr. Hecotech, out of Vancouver Island, and our own Philip Lee. And Brian will lead.
Yep.
All right, we got our next battle lined up. Brian leading, Phil chasing. Judges ready. Judges are ready, drivers ready. On the tone. Brian comes off the line and throws it into outer zone 1. Getting pretty deep on that bad boy. Going into zone 2. Looking nice. Good chase from Phil so far. Getting really close on the wall. Nice line from Brian there. Going on the back straight into the second sweeper. Beautiful transition from Philip right on the bumper. Giving him a little love taps in the second sweeper. Coming into the teardrop. Just all over his door. Brian going way outside. Looking beautiful. Coming over the last box. Second box, gets a good spot on that. What a great run. Beautiful lead, beautiful chase. Let's see what happens in the second half. Judges are ready, drivers ready? On the tone. Let's check out Phil's answer to that perfect run. Nicely done in zone 1. I think he got a little bit less than Brian did there. Coming through the sweeper, Brian's in a really nice spot. Phil getting through the sweeper with Brian in tow. Going down the back straight. Brian losing a little bit of pace. Phil navigating the second sweeper. Coming into the teardrop looking really good. Building a little bit of a gap over the course of this run. We'll see how the judges think about that. Coming a little bit of contact on that. And across the line they go. Close battle. It'll be interesting to see how the judges call this one. And it looks like Brian will get the win. Good battle. Good battle. Up next, Team PDX. This is something that always happens in our comp since there's so many of us, but we have to battle each other. We got James Andreasen versus Chris Clayson. Chris driving for Shibata and AccuVance. Both driving for Team PDX. I was charging a battery for James, so he has to install that real quick. So James will lead on this one. These two have driven together a lot, safe to say. I know. All right, we got both drivers at the line. Judges are ready. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. James is going to kick this off. Very strong lead line driver. Doing a nice job in zone 1. Could have been a little deeper, but runs it well. Coming into the sweeper, Chris is in a really nice spot here. Maintaining the proximity and the angle as they go down the back straight. A little hesitation there. I think Chris caught up to him a little bit faster than he thought he would. James comes around into the teardrop looking really good. Getting deep on that line. Close to the wall, close to the curb. Oh, little touch on the wall there from James as he came into that. A little hot, I thought. Does nicely across the finish line. I think that is going to have an effect. Let's see what happens. All right, judges ready? Drivers ready? Second half, on the tone. Chris is going to lead us into this. Let's see how he does. Coming into zone 1, I would say that was a little shallow. Does a cleaner job of zone 3, but might have got on that curb a little bit. Looking nice through the sweeper, nice and deep. James keeping up, but I think he needs to do a little bit more than that. Through the sweeper goes Chris. A little better proximity there from James. Into the teardrop we go. High-speed section coming around to this wall. Nicely done from Chris. And the final turn, trickiest part right there is that really tight radius. And then we come around the awkward finals box, and Chris taps the wall. So that's, as a teammate, not something you ever want to see. Your boys screwing around, hitting walls. James will get the win on that one. So up next, we will have another Team PDX driver, Mr. Vitali Bugakov. Buga.
Can we actually get
Also-
the pronunciation on that?
I'm not trying. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I have no idea how to do that.
Vitali's right there. You can ask him.
No, he's too far away. He's getting ready. I don't want to bug him. Also driving for Team Yokomo, Vitali. He's my teammate. Driving for Team Ghost as well. Vitali will lead this one. I think Alejandro needs to relax. This is not FD. I think he can't hear you guys at all. I don't know if the judges want to call a little bit of a timeout reset on that or what. Vitali's leading. All right, we got this battle locked and loaded. The judges are going to, I think the judges are going to discuss that. A little bit of burnout action going on from Alejandro. I think we might take a break on this one. We'll see. I know, but they were telling you to stop and you couldn't hear them. I had to guess. We're just we're gonna wait a little bit. Let Alejandro's tires cool down. Yeah. So funny thing about owning a golden retriever is even if you wash your clothes, they still have dog hair on them.
We got a comment in chat. Huh? Judge call because he wants to do a donut before other drivers gets there? Yeah. We kind of don't want some burn tunes going on.
Yeah, we don't want
like
anyone
this.
heating up tires before a battle starts. He's getting a warning. We iced him out a little bit. There was a little bit of aggressive action there. Vitali came and gave him a piece of his mind while he was doing the burnout.
Vito's in chat. Hey, Vito.
Hi, Vito. How you doing, bud?
He says, love the burn.
All right. I think we iced him out long enough. The judge is ready. Driver's ready? On its own. Vitali's going to lead him out into zone 1. Flicked it off the wall a little bit. I would say it was a midway through that zone. Does a decent job in zone 2. Coming through the sweeper, Alejandro has a really nice position, staying pretty close. Could be closer, but still good. Locked in on the transition, mimicking the initiation. Vitali comes through the sweeper. does a nice job on that box going into the teardrop, keeping it deep against the curb, which is always ideal. Coming through the final turn, Alejandro putting the pressure on, and across the line they go. All right, we will do round 2 of this fight. Looks like the judges are ready. Are the drivers ready? On the tongue. All right, let's see what Alejandro has on his lead. I think a very similar initiation off the wall, halfway through the zone. A little bit better on the second. Vitali putting on some pressure through the sweeper. Let's see how this transition goes. Stays nice and close and flicks it in. I think Alejandro got a little deep on that, had to check up. Here we go into the teardrop, looking really good. Good proximity. Alejandro getting nice and deep on that curb. Oh, a little bit of overcorrection, I think, maybe there, and over the line they go. Another close battle. These top 16 battles are not getting any easier. Vitali gets the win on that one. Vitali moving on. Big battle up next. Jake Dotter and Alex Fournier. Couple Midnight Suns homeboys. Jake, obviously Team PDX driver, also supported by Rev D and One Up Racing. All right, boys are lined up, ready to go. Oh, we're pausing. Judge is on the phone. Had a call from the head office real quick. Now we're good. All right. Ready? Judge ready? Judge is ready? Drivers ready? Get it on. All right, Mr. Jake Dotter coming into zone 1. Pretty deep, pretty deep. Nice flick into zone 2. Got way better on that one coming through the sweeper. Alex right on the door, staying close. Jake looking really good through that sweeper. Down the back straight they go. Jake building a little bit of a gap. Alex getting lost in the sauce. Jake comes into the teardrop right on the line with a little bit of a gap. Getting deep on that curb, coming into the final turn, touches that box nicely. Another wall tap from Alex, and across the line goes Jake. Nicely done. Very solid lead. Very, very solid lead, as usual, as you would expect. All right, second half of this battle. Alex is going to lead us out. Jake will follow. All right, judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tongue. And here goes Alex into zone 1. Coming up pretty shallow on that. That's going to be a big deal. Jake holding the line, getting close. Alex holding a solid line through the sweeper, getting pretty deep. Jake staying right where he needs to be. Into the sweeper they go. Jake's getting closer, working his way up to Alex. Alex throwing it into the teardrop. Coming deep on that curb. Little bit of a ride up on the curb, which is nice. Comes through the last turn. Jake right on his door. Nice little flick into that last box. Let's see how they go. Jake's going to take the win on that one. Congrats. I need a sub. I'm going to hand this off to Jake or Chris.
Chris can do it.
Chris left. He's in Costa Rica already.
What's up? What's up?
Hi, Chris.
What's up? We got Carrie and Logan getting their cars turned on here. Hiko Tech versus Yokomo. Yokomo.
Hey
Logan
now.
also
Hey
driving
now.
for Team PDX and One Up Racing and D-Style. Carrie will be leading us off first. Expecting an exciting battle here. All right, are our drivers ready? And judges, are you ready? We got a thumbs up from the judges. Wait for tones. All right, they're coming out. Carrie making a good, strong initiation into corner one. Little hesitation. Corner two, very smooth. Logan right in the right position, right on his door. Nice and smooth through the sweeper. They go tandem. Carrie coming down the back stretch. Rips it into that back corner. Oh, a little too hot. Has a little contact with the wall. Logan stays clean. Catching back up after that. Back where they need to be. Into the tight box. Navigated well and across the finish line. All right, we'll line them back up and we'll see what Logan has to offer with his lead run. Drivers, you ready? Judges ready? Let's rock and roll. Oh, we're gonna hold on. No. We got some backup. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Now we're rock and roll. Let's do it. All right, Logan coming out strong. Gets it into corner one, nice and smooth, pretty deep. Corner two, got about half the zone there. Carrie is right on his door, applying the pressure. Nice and smooth through the sweeper by Logan. Carrie is right there. Down the straight, Logan rips it into the big sweeper deep. Gets the touch and go on the way through. Coming through the corner. Carrie is not giving him any space. No breathing pressure. Ooh, a little contact there. Logan through the last and across. Oh, and for good measure, Carrie just takes out the cone. He does not care about anything at all. These Canadians. You know, he was a real jerk and just took the cone out, but these Canadians are so courteous, they put the cone back up.
All right, I'm back. I did it. I survived. Great battle from Carrie. Unfortunate with the little bump. Guy drives solid, so knew I had to bring the A game. All right, we're gonna have Taylor and Monochrome Mitch up next. Taylor will lead. All right. We got Mitch representing Team PDX and Taylor representing Taylor. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, Taylor's going to throw it in his zone one. Getting a little piece of that. Coming into two. I think a little late coming through the sweeper. Mitch is in a really good spot. Taylor staying deep on the wall. Mitch trying to keep his car where it needs to be. And they chuck it into the second sweeper. Mitch looking good. Oh, I think has a hesitation there. Drops off a little bit. Taylor comes through the little keyhole. Getting nice and deep on that curb zone. Final turn. Mitch throwing it in right on the door. Taylor staying on that wall all the way around the outside. Nicely done. All right, second half of this battle. Mitch will lead, Taylor will chase. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, we'll see how Mitch responds. Throws it into zone one. Similar deal, pretty shallow there. Catches his zone 2 a little late. Taylor trying to reel him in as they go through the sweeper. I think Mitch needs to push the line a little bit harder. Nice flick into the sweeper on the backside. Taylor catching up through the keyhole. Nice over the box. Taylor keeping it close in the keyhole. Mitch gets deep on that curb. Into the final turn we go. Nice flick from Mitch, staying on the wall. Taylor putting it right in the right spot. Over the line they go. Yeah. The judges right away decided to go back to the replay room on that one, so that's how you know it was a good battle. Yeah, I saw a really nice flick from Mitch into the second sweeper, which looked good. I think they both had issues on the first part of the track, but we will see what the judges say.
This is the first time that we've had to use the cameras today.
Yeah. How's chat doing? Chat should be chatting.
Ken said, "Good battle, Logan. Project Flow RC, nice run, Taylor." Momo says, "Go, Taylor." Momo's also not here.
Thanks, Ken. Shout out to Rolling Garage. I know they got the stream on in the shop today. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Ike. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Carl. Pop quiz, hot shot. Can you name all the RG owners? Shout out to the hot dogs that Rolling Garage is cooking today. I know they got a nice hot dog spread over there. Sean bought a hot dog roller, huge one.
Dude, that'd be sick. Judd, we need a hot dog roller.
No, we talked about if we did it, we could either do it outside. No, the basement's just going to come up to the floor. No, we don't. It already smells like hot dogs enough in here.
Hey, no, it smells like ramen over here. I don't know what you're talking about.
True. It does smell like ramen.
It smells really good over here. Yes, ramen smells good. Chris, go back to Costa Rica.
Judges are really digging into this run just to make sure they make the right call, make sure they don't miss anything crazy. I think both runs were pretty comparable. Some mistakes made. A lot of drug trafficking.
Durian. Are we still waiting on judges? Okay. Oh, we switched back to live.
All right, judges are coming out. Looks like they've made a decision. And we will see. Taylor gets the win. Good job, Taylor. Great driving from both drivers. Keeping it. Always love a clean battle. Much preferred. Keep it more exciting. I think Taylor just had a slightly better lead run, which gave her the nod. Our next battle will be Mr. Kenny Jess and Austin Carson. Kenny of Team PDX. Austin of Full Send Voltage for all of your battery charging needs. Custom colors, custom builds, custom length, custom whatever you want. All right. Another battle lined up. Are the judges ready? Hot dog lead. Custom hot dog battery charging cables. All right. Can we quit BSing and do this battle? Honestly, it's just one judge that holds his comp up the most. He just always over there chatting. All right, judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. Kenny's a really solid driver. He's going to do great on this zone 1. Not as great as I'd like him to do. Throws it into 2 nicely. Getting ready for the sweeper with Austin right on the door. Decent line through the sweeper. Could have been a little deeper. Coming back to the back half. A little bit of a gap build out on that straightaway. And into the teardrop. Similar deal here. Kenny gets nice and wide on that curb zone. Into the final turn. Austin throws it in a little shallow. Kenny keeps it along the wall and over the box on the last. All right. That's half the battle. This time Austin will lead and Kenny will chase. The judges are ready. The drivers are ready. And we will battle on the tone. Austin's turn in the lead, throws it into zone 1, comes up a little short again. I think it's a common occurrence I've seen throughout the day. Kenny getting right in there on the door through the sweeper. Austin not holding the deepest line. Kenny shallows up a little bit there on the exit of that. Staying close through the back straight. Into the second sweeper they go. Kenny keeping it nice and close. Could do a better job of matching the angle. Austin staying on the line through the keyhole portion of the track. Little shallow on the curb, into the final turn, right over that box, stays over the wall. Kenny on the door, over the line. Beautiful run.
Austin, you're not supposed to do that.
And 2-1, Kenny gets the win. Congrats to Kenny. Good battle. That will complete our top 16.
On to the grade 8.
Straight into top 8. So our first top 8 battle of the day is going to be DJ Moore and Brian. DJ Moore, Team Overdose, Macklin Racing. Brian, Pico Tech, Fresh Goods, out of Vancouver Island. Good friend of ours. Solid battle we got lined up here. You got your top qualifier leading. Top 8 begins now. Everybody settle down. All right. Judges ready? Drivers ready? Top 8 on the tone. DJ's going to kick it off into zone 1. Decent line through there, about 70%. Little bit deeper in zone 2, coming in the sweeper. Brian staying close. DJ, little rub of the wall through the sweeper. Down the back straight they go. Flicking it in. Nice flick from DJ there. Coming around into the keyhole. DJ staying very deep. Might have been too deep. Over the curb zone. Brian staying close, doing a good job. Staying right in the door as they go over the line. Going to be a close one for the judges, I think. We'll get the second half going. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, Brian takes off and throws it into turn 1, staying deep. A little bit of a hesitation on the initiation there, though. Midway through zone 2, as they come into the sweeper, DJ matching the angle and the line. Brian staying deep on the second box and throws it into the second sweeper. I think DJ had a little issue there on the back straight in the chase, but he stays close through, approaching the keyhole. Brian staying deep, going over that curb nicely, perfectly done, into the final turn, over the box. DJ staying way deep. Oh, very close. Looking good. Definitely an aggressive chase there from DJ. Looked great. That last the box on this course is very tricky, very challenging. It's kind of, I don't want to say awkward to get to, but it's challenging our drivers. DJ gets the win. All right, second battle of top 8. It's going to be James and Vitali. A couple Team PDX drivers. James obviously also representing Team D-Style. Vitali with Team Ghost as well. And Yokomo. Vitali's driving a SD3. We will have James leading this.
Miko's in chat. Let's go, James.
What up, Miko?
Young
Miko's rooting
Takumi.
for you, James.
Young Takami's in chat. DJ.
All right, big battle here in the top 8. Two highly competitive drivers. The judges are ready. Are the drivers ready? Looks like they're ready. On the tone, go to battle. James is going to kick things off here, and he chucks it into zone 1, getting pretty deep in the second half of that zone. Little over rotation coming out of it. Stays clean in the second. Vitali staying right on the door through the sweeper. James pushing the wall, getting close. Coming down the back straight, we see 2 flicks in sync. Throwing it into the final sweeper. Vitali once again staying close. James drawing a really smooth, easy to follow line. Keeping it deep over the curb zone and into the last turn. Nice flick. Vitali staying close. James staying on the wall. Over the line they go. Beautiful run. Once we're in 8, these battles get crazy. All right. Second half. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. And now we're going to see Vitali out front, thrown into zone 1. Doing a decent job of it. Getting a 2. Nicely done as well. Coming through the sweeper. Vitali staying right on that line. James staying right in the pocket. Chasing very close down the back straight as they throw it in the second sweeper. James right on the door. Vitali staying out. Getting over all the marks. Came up a little short on that box, but let's see how he does in this curb zone. He does a nice job throwing into the last turn. James staying right on the door. Vitali going around the wall. Wow, clean battle. Very clean battle. Nicely done. Another difficult situation for the judges, I'd say. Looks like they have a decision pretty quick there. And Vitali gets the win. Nicely done.
Logan, you're probably like 5 to 10 seconds late on that.
That's fine. I mean, what do you want me to do about it?
I'm just saying.
I can't
Just
predict the future.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm also up. I need Chris. We're back.
Chris is back from Costa Rica already.
Temporarily here.
So Chris is wearing a fancy Shibata team driver shirt right now. Hey Chris, what's the size of your shirt?
It's an XL.
That is Japan sizing there. So if you ever
I'm a
plan on-
large man, okay?
Vitali says, do they make that in men's?
Okay, I expect nothing but greatness from this battle. it will be Jake representing Team PDX, Rev D, and One Up Racing, also D-Style. We also have another D-Style driver with Logan representing Yokomo and One Up and Accuvance. Yeah, you're off PDX, sorry. Okay, are our drivers ready? All right, judges, are you ready? Well, let's get ready to rumble. All right, Jake coming out, initiates into the first corner. Little something happened there with the chase, I think, but corner 2 is nice and clean. Logan is right on his door. Jake's super deep in the sweeper, hitting all the zones, coming down the straight. Nice flick into the big sweep. Gets a little bit of the touch and go. Coming around the corner, nice and deep into the teardrop. Tucks it into the last box, and the final one on the corner. Oh, clean. All right, we will have Logan's lead. Drivers, are you ready? Judges are ready. Wait for tones. All right, we're off. Logan flicks it into corner 1, super deep on the wall. Transitions into 2, equally deep. Jake is right on his door. They're into the sweeper, door to door. Both cars super deep in the corner. Coming down the straight, nice and tight. Super fast flick from Logan. Has to get in the throttle a little bit, but no big deal. Gets a touch and go. Jake's right there. Oh, Logan is a little deep on the corner there. Through the last box. Jake in good proximity, and they're over the finish line.
Jake with the win.
I think we know how that went. Bit of controversy going on with the judges about a possible restart, but they're laughing it off. They got it settled.
All right, blew that one. Oh, well. It was a good chase. I like my chase, so.
Your chase, you were like right there from corner 1.
We got Taylor and Kenny coming up next. Kenny. Jenny. All right, drivers look like they're ready. Are the judges ready? Are the judges ready?
Kenny's going to knock the phone over.
On the tone. They're so scared. I brain farted. I forgot I was supposed to be talking in the mic. As we come to the sweeper. Kenny keeping it close in the second sweeper. Taylor drawing a nice arc through there, keeping it smooth. Touching that box, coming in the keyhole. Phrasing. Deep on that curb zone. Into the last turn they go. Kenny right on the door. Taylor keeping it out wide, drawing a nice line through the last box. All right, second half of this battle. Judges ready, drivers ready. On the tone. Off the line goes Kenny, throwing into zone 1. Getting pretty deep, could be deeper. Nice transition from Taylor, but a little early. Kenny comes out into the sweeper. Taylor keeping her car in a nice position. Kenny accelerates down the back straight. A little bit of interference there, I would say, on the transition. Kenny throws it into sweeper 2. Not very aggressive, keeping it nice and safe. Into the keyhole he goes. A little bit of a gap building up. Kenny comes over that curb zone into the final turn, over the box. Taylor throws it in. Kenny stays on the wall. Nicely done. Smooth run.
It's so quiet.
So this will be the final battle of top 8. We'll see who wins. Come in here so I can see it faster, I guess. Looks like Kenny won. Kenny gets the win. Kenny will move on to Final 4. Got a pretty good, solid little comp building up here. Our Final 4 drivers are going to be DJ Moore versus Vitali. All right, just clearing up a couple things there. Kenny does indeed get the win. So like I said, our Final 4 is going to be DJ Vitali, then Jake and Kenny. Got a lot of heavy hitters here at this track. It is not easy to get this deep into these comps. So our first battle of Final 4 is going to be Mr. DJ versus Vitali. DJ driving for Team Overdose, and Vitali for Yokomo. Both of them are Team PDX drivers.
It's like Rev D versus Overdose right now.
Yep.
It's 3-1.
Yep. 3 Rev D cars and 1 Overdose car. No, this is Overdose and Yokomo, bud.
Oh, my bad.
Jeez, dude, he's a Yokomo driver.
Yeah.
All right. Big deal. So yeah, we're going to review all of these battles in the Final 4. They're going to go back and watch the tapes just to make sure they don't miss anything. And we will kick this off. We're going to let Pat sneak out real quick. Just leave before the comp even ends. All right. We guilted him into staying. All right. Drivers ready? Judges? On the tone. All right. DJ leads. Throws in his own 1. Getting pretty good depth on that. A little shallower into 2. Vitali staying right on the door. DJ painting a nice smooth line around the outside of the sweeper. Vitali staying in well position, keeping it tight on the transition, tight on the initiation. DJ comes hot through the sweeper into the keyhole, throwing it right against the wall, but Vitali answers right back, keeping it glued. DJ works his way into the final turn with Vitali right in the pocket. DJ gets across the line, a little bit of touch, but all clean to me. Very nicely done from both drivers. So this second half, Vitali will lead, DJ will chase. DJ's arranging himself a little bit. Looks like the judges are ready. Are the drivers ready? On the tone. Vitali's going to take off, chucks it into the wall on zone 1. Does a nice job of it. Looking pretty good in zone 2 as well as DJ works his way into the door. Through the sweeper, Vitali's holding a nice line against the tape. DJ's getting right in the pocket, although he might have hung out too late. Coming into the final sweeper, DJ catches right back up, puts it on his door. Vitali comes into the keyhole, keeping it way out wide. A little bit of hesitation there. Paints a decent line on that curb zone and throws it in the last turn with DJ right on him. Holding it nice outside and wide. Well done. So again, the judges are going to go back. They're going to check out the battle. Pat's going to leave.
Bye, Pat.
This is why you 0-0, Pat, because you don't stay. You got to stay. So the judges are going to just watch that back a little bit. Just make sure they don't miss anything crazy. It was a good battle both ways, I think. Both of the drivers look pretty serious. They're looking pretty... How do you feel?
I didn't even hear anything you said, but I'm
You feeling good?
feeling pretty good.
You got a kickflip in you after this?
I try to do a kickflip.
How's it going, dude?
I'm all right.
Did you like your performance in that battle?
Yeah, for the most part.
It's pretty good. Nobody's really pushing that first zone, dude. It is scary. Yeah, yeah. I got in there, but, you know, it's whatever. I did it. I got in there. How you doing, Phil?
I'm pretty good. A little tired, but having a good time.
Yeah, Phil's a late night guy, working the graveyard shift. But he puts in a lot of effort to come out and hang out with us, so we appreciate that. What is chat saying about this? Nothing?
Logan with a double duty on mic. What a champ. Thanks.
I gotta
Ray.
be honest, it's not ideal, but
Hey,
we will.
It's Ray.
We'll keep it going.
It's Ray. Well, I've got nothing to cheers.
Oh, Chris. You know, mind your own business. I don't know.
If Brian's around, Bonsai Drew, go Brian. Well, he says brain.
Brain.
Brain's
life.
Brain's life. Brains _ life.
Yeah, let's get everybody. Grab your rear tires if you're gonna come back and toss them towards the front. We're gonna store them for you.
Judd, I can see all your mouse movements.
All right, looks like the judges have a decision, and it's gonna go one more time. OMT. I think that's a fair call right there. It was a really good battle both ways. So we'll make them do it again. These boys are gonna run it back. It was a good battle. We had one judge side with DJ, but the other two went OMT, so we're doing OMT. I think if I had advice for either of these drivers here, I would tell them, you gotta send it. You gotta push it hard on the lead. Actually, you're gonna have to get risky in that first zone. All day today, I've seen most people not really flirting with that wall at all.
Apparently, John in chat here says, I thought I was going to see a Coast Guard helicopter fly today.
Hey, stick around. You just might. All right. We got this one more time battle for our final four. DJ versus Vitali. Once again, DJ will lead. The judges are yelling at each other. Are the judges ready? Are the drivers ready? And let's kick it off on the tone. DJ leads. Let's see how he handles zone one. Pretty big flick. I think a little bit of a over rotation or slowdown perhaps we'll see on the replay. As he comes into the sweeper, he's drawn a really nice line with high angle, but Vitali is right there answering the door. They go down the back straight with some nice big flicks from DJ, chucking it into the sweeper. Vitali right there in the spot. As they come into the keyhole here, DJ's keeping it nice and wide, and Vitali's doing his job exactly how it needs to be done. Throwing it in the last turn, DJ comes a little short on that first box. He does a good job on the second one. Vitali keeps it close. So we will run the second half of this battle. It's a pretty good first half. The judges are ready. Drivers are ready. On the tone. See how Vitali navigates this course. Chucks it into zone one. does a decent job filling it. Into zone 2 he goes with a tight transition from DJ. Staying on the line is Vitali. DJ staying close, but not quite as close as Vitali was through that part, I would say. A little bump interaction with the wall there. Beautiful flick from both drivers into the second sweeper. That was really cool. Coming into the keyhole, DJ is keeping it locked and loaded on the door. Vitali comes through that curb zone nicely. Oh, a little bit aggressive into the final turn and puts it into the wall. That's going to be a big deal, but I think the judges are going to have to take a look here. There was some shenanigans.
Technically, though, we're on one more time, so first to crash, yeah?
I think that might be the case, but sometimes we do 2 one more times.
We will see. Tune in next time on.
And we'll finish this next week.
I guess while we're waiting, tune in on Thursday. We got Sean Billett coming in on our podcast. Live stream. It'll be fun. Texas guy.
Yeah. I got to start loading up the calendar again.
I know, right?
I got pretty far ahead, and then I got lazy.
Hey, we should have Ken on.
We should have Ken on. That'd be cool.
Hi, Chris. Ken, at the end. Oh, I guess I can put this up here, huh? Yeah, the start on both of theirs were a little bit interesting.
Yeah, I think DJ threw it in a little too hard.
Yeah, and do you think that caused a
Yeah.
basically
In my
a stall?
opinion, I think he wasn't maintaining his momentum through that. But you also have Vitali taking himself into the wall in the last turn there. So
Ken, we want to hear from you. You're an interesting guy. So, was it DJ that caused the slowdown to cause the crash right here? The contact.
That would be my opinion, especially when you watch it back at high speed. But I am not a judge.
Is that great? We can just talk about it. we don't have to make the we don't have to make the decision. Oh, are we back in live view already? Yeah, we're back in live view. So,
It looks like DJ gets the win. So DJ will move on to the final. Vitali will hang out and battle for third place in a second. But first, we're going to do the second of our top 4. Another couple heaters. We got Jake Daughter, Team Rev D, One Up Racing, Team PDX, Team D Style, and Mr. Kenny, Team PDX. Jake's going to lead, and Kenny will chase. All right, boys are lined up. The judges ready? No, we're pausing for 1 sec for one judge.
they're not ready.
Getting some
Jake,
air.
Miko says, "Let's go, Jake."
Jake says, thanks, Miko.
I heard thanks, Jake.
He did say that, but I was correcting him.
Momo says, hashtag Team Jake.
There's like one.
Albert's in chat. Man, if Super G comps lasted an hour and a half, I'd love it so much more.
Judges are ready. The drivers are ready. We're going to kick it off on the tone. All right, Jake coming out into zone 1. keeping it off the wall, but getting a decent bit of zone 1. Doing much better in zone 2, and Kenny is keeping it locked in on that door. Pushing a little bit, maybe too much, but gets through the sweeper just fine. Jake building a little bit of gap going into sweeper number 2. Kenny trying his best to catch up. Jake drawing a nice smooth arc coming into the keyhole, staying right on that tape line. Pushes it way out on the curb. Nicely done. Going into the final zone. Kenny staying close on the door, and Jake drawing a nice arc through that. Pretty clean lead. There's a nice lead. I think there's still some money on the table. We'll see what Kenny can do. All right. Judges ready? Oh. Judges. I can't repeat what is being said on the driver's stand, but we'll get going. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Judges ready. Drivers ready. Zone 1, Kenny throws it in. Similar shape and line as Jake had there. Oh, catches a little bit of that pole. Jake pushing up through the sweeper. Kenny exiting, getting a little pretty wide on that exit. Jake catches up. Kenny throws it a little deep, I would say, into the sweeper. Nice angle from Kenny coming into the keyhole. Jake matches it well. Stays inside. Kenny throws it in the final turn with a nice flick. Draws a perfect line along the wall with Jake in tow. You need to cut that bumper as high as you possibly can. Like lower your car so it's all the way bottomed out, and then cut it to the legal limit, and then just raise your car when you go back. Yes.
I feel like we're on round 2 of this playlist here.
Probably. I'm not mad at King's Leon, though. They definitely can. Judges are taking a nice look at this battle. Once again, in Final Four, they check everything out. Just make sure they don't miss anything obvious, and to make sure they make the right call. We're just going to block the screen so that Jake and Kenny can't see it.
I mean, I can take it off the screen if you'd like.
Looks like the judges have made a decision. And Jake gets the win. Congrats to Jake, advancing once again to the final. And it's the exact same final battle as last round, which is exciting. So we're gonna do third place here. So if we could get Vitali out there. Vitali will lead. Kenny will chase. All right, we got our third place battle lined up. Vitali will lead. Third place is what I said. Vitali will lead. Kenny will chase. What do you mean? I said third. All right. All right. You guys ready? On the tone. Here comes Vitali into zone 1. Staying shy of the wall. Shallow in the zone. Does a little bit better on zone 2. Nice entry into the sweeper. Kenny keeping it really close on a door, though. As we come down the back straight, Kenny keeps it close, not letting a gap build up. Vitali throws it nicely into that sweeper, comes out clean. Comes into the keyhole a little shallow, but pushes it out wide for that curb zone. Kenny staying close through the whole way. Vitali draws a nice, clean line along the wall on the final turn. Looking good, boys. All right, second half of this battle. Kenny will lead. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. Once again, we go into zone 1. Similar to last time, not a lot of people risking it on that, but does good in zone 2. Paints a good line in the first sweeper. I think Vitali might need a little more proximity than that. They both flick nicely into the sweeper. And they come out the other side. Kenny throwing big speed and big angle all the way on the line the whole time through the keyhole, which looked really nice. Oh, a little bit of contact coming into the final turn. That will come down to replay. We'll have to check that out. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's a little... It's going to be interesting to see how the judges call this one. I saw a little bit of action on that. Yeah, the car-to-car contact in the final turn. Yep. For us it is. Not for them, though.
Breaking Benjamin? No. Did it already happen?
Have them turn the logo off so we can see this. It's going to be red.
You can see it rocks. Oh no, the rock strike is like at the Like the real guitar. Like it's like karaoke stuff. You're thinking rock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sudden, I would say. You might say that that is a no parking zone. We'll see what the judges think. It's definitely a no parking zone. We'll see if parking happened or not. Yeah, it looks like the judges agree that parkage did indeed happen, so Vitali will get the win on that one. Congrats to Vitali taking third place. I don't think we're supposed to see that yet, but it's too late now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, but Adam could hide it.
But
all
it's
good.
still it's available on the website.
I don't. All right, we got a repeat of round 1. The big boys. DJ's going to lead as the TQ. He will lead first, and Jake will chase. All right. All right. So we got Team Overdose with DJ and Team Rev D with Jake. Team PDX, Team D-Star, Macklin Racing, One Up Racing. Let's get it done. Drivers ready? Judges ready? On the tone. All right, it all comes down to this. Let's see what Zone 1 looks like. Pretty smooth from DJ, nice flick. Cleaning up Zone 2 well. Jake getting right to the door. They're both staying out wide in the first sweeper. A little bit of touch and go there. They come down the back straight with big flicks. Get nicely through that first part of the back sweeper into the keyhole. Big speed, big angle, big style. Staying deep, getting over that curb, throwing it into the final turn. Jake just absolutely locked on. Little bit of action there, I would say, and across the line they go.
Bruh.
We got brud. We got bruh.
Those like
situation.
the second sound effects of today.
Okay. Second half of this battle. There's no gimmies here. You still got to get through this. Drivers ready? Judges ready? On the tone. And here we go. Jake's lead run in this battle. Not doing too deep on that first zone, but maybe that could be a strategy. DJ's staying really close. Jake taking a very conservative line through that part of the sweeper. And coming into the second sweeper, similar story. Into the keyhole he comes, keeping it smooth, keeping it safe. DJ is doing his best to push. And oh, there we go. Big action on the final turn. That could be a big deal. It is a big deal. I think we just do it again. Do it again. We'll see what the judges say. Did you do that on purpose?
Absolutely not. I can tell you right now, I've been sweating, dude. Watching DJ drive all day, he had me worried.
Looks like we're gonna run it back. OMT. Clean up your terrible lead lines where you run into the wall. Don't do that again. Let's have a good battle, boys. We're gonna try this again. Walls are lava. Okay. Judges ready? Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. All right, we're going to try this again. DJ goes into zone 1 with a big flick, getting deep to angle. Not as deep in the zone as he would like. Doing a pretty good job in the sweeper, though, but he's got Jake pounding him all over his door. Down the back straight they go, flicking it into the second sweeper. Looking beautiful from both drivers. Just absolutely connected. Aggressive drive into the keyhole, keeping it wide on the curb. Final turn, getting as close as they dare to the wall. What a tight run. Holy cow. I just saw DJ take the deepest breath I've ever seen him take. All right, we got a good first half. Let's get a good second half, boys. Judges ready? Drivers ready? On the tone. Through the first zone they go, keeping it clean. Jake pushing out into the sweeper, DJ in tow. Smooth line from Jake, little bit of touch in there as they go down the back straight. Jake throws it deeply into that wall. DJ staying nice and close. Into the keyhole they come. Not pushing it super hard, I would say. Around the keyhole they go, into the final turn. DJ staying on the door. Jake putting it close to the wall. Over the line they go.
Jake, you're not deep, both of you. Oh my gosh.
Good battle, boys. Good battle. Good battle. Good battle.
To the cameras.
We're doing some team construction over here on the track after some damage. That was a pretty close battle. How you guys feeling?
I'm still super nervous. DJ.
I just want to see the results.
We have two really great drivers here. It was a very close battle. It would really take checking the tapes, I would say, for myself to make a call on that one.
I did. I was gonna try to say the same thing like last time. Like I don't even care about the outcomes. They're already here. I love that we did it again.
Yeah, that's sick.
Dude, holy crap.
You know, he's... Everyone stare at Carrie. He's back there sleeping. I wish we could get a camera shot on that. Somebody take a pic. Oh, no. Oh, he woke up. He woke up. Oh, he's back in. He's locked in. All right, I see some judges, so let's get all of our final four drivers out onto the track, and we'll make some announcements. So Vitali, Kenny, and DJ and Jake onto the track, please. I guess, Kenny, we already know you lost, so sorry, bud. He ran away. I'm going to hand this off to Judd to announce our winner. So we have we got camera over here. So we got it's Adam. He's right here. So obviously, we all watched that. In third place, we have my boy Vitali. Come over. And so we had another great final battle here between Jake and DJ. Similar copy as last time. And so I'll hand it over to Judd to show us the winner.
All righty, guys. So we came to the decision. In first place today, we got Jake.
Good job, yeah. So our points are going to be very close for this. We don't know what the points will be, but they are going to be tight, especially now with these two. DJ getting the TQ points is going to be very beneficial to him, and I will be lost a little bit in third, fourth. He's got 24, and you have 22. So DJ's still in the lead. Jake's in second. We don't know about the rest of them. Good job, boys. All right, that's the end of that. We're going to do some driving. We'll catch you guys at the next one.
Special thanks to Adam for always doing the stream and Logan for commentating. Judges as well, Kayla, Judd, and Cameron. Thank you guys very much for doing the job nobody wants to do. All right, open track. Let's drive. Yeah, oh yeah, let's do a quick photo. Quick photo. Sorry guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a photo, and then turn in your tires as well. Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Vitali, his first SDC podium. Congratulations. Yo. Oh. All right. All these sponsored drivers up here. Can we get everyone out here for group photo, please? Never mind, ignore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we already do
Fake
group
news.
photo?
Fake news. I want to see who's still here. All right, bye.
All right, so thanks for tuning in. Oh. Our next SDC comp is May 9th. So May 9th is when we'll be back for round number 3, Oregon SDC. Thanks, Ken. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.